The following footage was kindly provided to us by the Broward Sheriff's Office in Florida.
I brought her in.
The Koval story is the story of many immigrants making their way in a new country. Initially, Vladimir came over by himself in 1996 to make money for his family and build a life for himself as a young man. He visited Ukraine often, where he fell in love with Sofia's mother, and the two had Sofia in 2010. Yes, believe it or not, someone born in 2010 is somehow old enough to murder someone else. When the war ramped up heading into 2021, Sofia's parents decided it would be best for her to follow her father to the US where she'd be safe. Her grandmother, Yevgenia, would be able to help raise her, at least until her mother could successfully immigrate or the war came to an end. Sadly, neither of those came, and by 2023, something in Sofia seemed to snap.
Now, since Sunday, has there been any problems between your daughter and her at all?
Not really.
Okay.
We have...
The only side effect of taking too much melatonin is becoming a walking zombie the next day. Not violence, hallucinations, or psychotic behavior. Obviously, the melatonin didn't excuse Sofia's behavior. Her father, however, believes that her lack of sleep contributed to her violent decision. It's true, mental health conditions can be exacerbated by a lack of sleep. And though I'm no psychiatrist, it seems that Sofia's mental health had begun deteriorating well before she came to the US. While in Ukraine, the war forced Sofia out of school. Around this time, she began ranting to anyone who would listen about things she claimed happened to her. Drug usage, attempted attacks by men, and rampant bullying. However, there was never any evidence that any of these events took place, and in retrospect, her father has called her constant insistence that they had a red flag. When Sofia came to the US, he tried to get her mental health treatment, but even with his insurance, he couldn't afford weekly psychiatrist and therapy appointments.
Now, during the day then, how was she during the day after she slept?
During the day, she wake up. We have a conversation once with my fiancée in Ukraine, her mother. Okay. We have a long conversation till probably noon. So she was always arguing, and then I decided, we put her in her bedroom, just separate her, so we have a conversation with her mother, speaking about her behavior and what to do.
So she was still kind of aggressive even during the day after sleeping?
She was aggressive, not in that extent, but she wasn't eating. And we went, I tried to defuse the situation. I took her grandma to the pool and asking her, can you go with grandma? Because she, not once, she was taking grandma to the pool instead of me. So then I later on joined them, but she refused it.
That night, Vladimir went out with friends, having hid Sofia's phone as both a punishment for her acting out and out of the hope that without the distraction she may finally get some much-needed sleep. Instead, she lashed out at her grandmother for reasons we may never know. In the aftermath, Sofia insisted that her grandmother had scratched her first, but there was not a single injury on Sofia anywhere when she was taken into custody.
Where's your daughter at when you leave?
She was in bed.
In bedroom. Right.
And I told her, listen, I got to go. Take care of that your room. Right. Because she never make her bed, she never does her clothes. Basically, I noticed it's not first time, it was night before. That she just pull all clothes from the closet, put them in a bedroom. And I said, listen, what the heck, you have to follow the rules.
Ultimately, Yevgenia was killed by blunt force trauma. Her granddaughter's weapon of choice was not only her fists and a belt, but her grandmother's own walker, which she was unable to move with.
She says a half hour before?
Yeah.
Okay.
Due to the dramatic nature of this crime, the trial caught the attention of the entire state. Florida's motto, after all, is come on vacation, leave on probation for a reason. They aren't generally soft when it comes to the charges they hand out. In this case, though, many argue that they were. Sofia took a plea deal, pleading guilty to manslaughter, which, due to her age, will result in spending up to 3 years in the Florida Department of Juvenile Justice. Additionally, the judge put her under court-mandated supervision until she's 21, after which she's expected to be deported back to Ukraine, since she had yet to become an American citizen.
Let's go all to the state's now asking me to sentence her on the juvenile sanctions.
Yes, sir.
Ms. Koval on case number 24-010822 CF10A. You have the right to plead not guilty and go to trial like we've talked about. You can plead guilty where you say you did it, or you can plead no contest. No contest is you're not saying you did it, you're not saying you didn't do it, you're just saying, Judge, I'm willing to take this punishment in order to move on with my life. How do you wish to plead?
No contest.
You are going to be transferred to a juvenile program. You will meet with a conditional release officer at that program. You will meet with the officials at that program. You will be given all your terms and conditions. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
You have 30 days to appeal the sentence and judgment of the court. If you can't afford an attorney, one will be appointed to represent you. Good luck.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Thank you, Your Honor.
For her father, the crime was unbearable. He expressed that while he loves his mother and believes the crime is a travesty, he still loves his daughter and wants to support her healing journey. When the verdict was read, he thanked the prosecution, defense, and judge, telling them that though his heart was forever shattered, he appreciated how they handled the case.
Whatever outcome is, I accept the judgment. And to say, in the end, I just mentioned I saw the seal of state attorney, which saying, we trust, in God we trust. And some verse came to me, I want to express that. Back in the time of Noah, time of great knowledge and great ignorance, there was flood. Noah standing on a boat in a deck, seeing his son overboard drowning. He cried hard to the heaven, saying, Lord, I see my son drowning. Let me save him. And he heard the voice saying, your family, your children on a boat, take care of those who had it. I don't present myself as a moral or God, but if I will be on a boat in his shoes, I definitely will reach my hands to my son, to my daughter. Thank you, sir.
Thank you for watching today's video. Whether you're new here or have been with us for a while, check out one of the craziest cases I've ever covered right here, or one of my newest uploads right here.